This is CBC Winnipeg News.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Brittany is away tonight. A trucking company involved in a fatal car crash on the outskirts of Brandon is no longer allowed to work in Alberta. Operations at Concord Transportation were forced to halt earlier this summer in that province, weeks after police here say one of the company's truck drivers ran a stop sign and killed the driver of an SUV. But as the CBC's Santiago Arias Orozco shows us, it comes after the family behind the business had already faced similar penalties here in Manitoba.
Xiao Yungyang is being remembered as a hardworking woman. She died in May after a semi struck her SUV in Brandon. Police allege the driver blew a stop sign. The Alberta company behind the truck is no longer allowed to be on the road. Manitoba's Transportation Minister Lisa Naylor says it is a relief.
This has been a long time coming because, as you know, when it was shut down in Manitoba a number of years ago, they just reopened in another province, as companies have been able to do historically.
Alberta's government shut down Concord Transportation in June. The company registered there in 2022. The owner's family had relocated trucks and operations from Manitoba after losing their safety permit. These so-called chameleon carriers are able to evade compliance and enforcement.
This gets bad, it does have very serious consequences. So we are trying to clean up the industry.
Concord Transportation declined to comment. 12 other chameleon carriers have been eliminated in Alberta since October. A broader issue in an industry where one expert says it's easy to get registered, but keeping tabs of previous issues has been a challenge.
The trucking industries have all been regulated provincially. And so as a result, it's quite possible for the provincial regulations to not be picked up if there's some bad actor in one province, get picked up in another province.
Since June, 7 trucking companies in Manitoba have lost their safety certifications. Minister Naylor says right now there's no way of knowing if they will end up in another province. Manitoba has been pushing for a national database to track these businesses.
Operators that shouldn't be operating on our highways or anyone's highways won't be able to do so, and that there'll just be a lot more checks and balances in place.
Alberta says the Canadian Council of Motor Transport Administrators is developing that technology. Santiago Arias Orozco, CBC News, Winnipeg.
We're learning more tonight about an hours-long 911 outage that hit most of Manitoba last month. Bell says nearly 100 people couldn't reach emergency services that day. And as the CBC's Gavin Axelrod reports, the company blames the outage on a series of failures and outdated infrastructure.
When the Brandon Dispatch Center was hit with an outage on July 22nd, most of Manitoba was left without 911 service, excluding Winnipeg. 84 people weren't able to get through to 911 that day.
We followed up with everybody the next day and either spoke to or left messages. So, thank goodness there wasn't anything catastrophic that happened during that time.
In a submission to the Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunications Commission, Bell says there were several failures that day. A third-party fiber cut in Winnipeg believed to be related to road construction in the area. A failure of undisclosed infrastructure serving Brandon's dispatch center, and not automatically recognizing these failures in a manner that would trigger routing of calls to other call centers. The Brandon Dispatch Center provides 911 service to communities outside Manitoba's capital. Mayor Fawcett says they're eager to talk to Bell about how things can improve going forward.
And make sure, collectively we're all working together to the benefit of all citizens that utilize this service, which is all citizens. So it's a big deal.
Bell also blamed old technology, putting this picture of an old computer in its CRTC report.
We do need the next generation 911, which is sort of in the works. We need to get that up and operational. That prevented a lot of this.
Bell says changes are coming by the end of the year and next March at the latest. They say outages like these won't happen with the new technology. Steinbach Mayor Earl Funk says it's needed sooner.
I would really like to see them speed this up, make this a priority.
Bell says it's also making fixes in the interim so a call center is always available. The province says it will continue to push the telecom and the federal government calling the quality of 911 service a health and safety matter, not a business decision. Gavin Axelrod, CBC News, Winnipeg.
The City of Winnipeg has secured a key piece of funding for the most expensive project in its history. The Manitoba government has confirmed $500 million to help build the third and final phase of the North End sewage treatment plant upgrade. City Water and Waste Committee Chair Ross Eady says a letter was sent to Mayor Scott Gillingham's office yesterday, but it didn't say where exactly the money will come from. The final phase of the project is expected to cost $1.5 billion. The city has already budgeted a third of that cost. Pharmacists can now prescribe birth control in Manitoba. Until now, patients needed a doctor's prescription. It comes after the province promised over a year ago, back in May of 2025, that this change would happen within days or weeks. The health minister says it turned out to be more complicated to implement. It sees pharmacists' scope of practice expanded so they can prescribe a number of contraceptive products.
It's very similar or the same as what you would get from a doctor's office or a nurse practitioner. So your pharmacist would take the history of your medical history, what other medications you may be taking, what your preferences are in terms of different contraceptive options and the pros and cons of what's available. And then a decision would be made collaboratively with the patient.
Doctors Manitoba, meantime, says it wasn't consulted. Pharmacists who want to prescribe birth control need to take refresher training first. About 200 pharmacists have taken that training so far. Manitoba's health minister is responding to renewed concerns this week about long emergency room wait times in Winnipeg. Uzoma Asaguera acknowledges the waits are frustrating, but denies Winnipeggers are taking their health issues on the road. The CBC's Bartley Kivas reports.
There was a 9-hour wait on Friday afternoon for emergency treatment at Health Sciences Centre in Winnipeg. It was 12 and a half hours at St. Boniface Hospital and 14 hours at Grace Hospital. Long emergency department waits like this have become routine in Manitoba, even as the NDP government, which was elected on a promise to fix healthcare, has been in power for almost 3 years. Manitoba's health minister conceded there is no easy fix.
The reality of it is we did not get to a place where those wait times were high overnight, and we're not going to get out of it quickly either.
Uzoma Asaguera says the province is trying to improve healthcare overall so fewer patients need to go to an emergency department. They also said there are more people with severe conditions seeking emergency care. But the minister said there is no data to support anecdotal stories about Winnipeggers seeking care at hospitals elsewhere in the province.
The number of people, the percentage of people going outside of the city to get care in ERs, presumably because they think it'll be faster, has actually gone down.
Manitoba's PC opposition cited data of their own. Health critic Kathleen Cook says there is no evidence more people are seeking emergency treatment in Winnipeg. The issue, she said, is people are stuck in emergency because there's no room in hospital medicine wards or in personal care homes.
I think the minister's number one priority needs to be reducing bed block by increasing community-based care, in particular investing in home care and long-term care.
The minister was asked when there will be a significant improvement to ER wait times in Manitoba. They said if it were up to them, that would happen right now. Bartley Kivas, CBC News, Winnipeg.
Heads up if you're going to be out and about in Winnipeg this weekend. Stretches of 2 major routes are now closed for rail crossing maintenance. Kenniston Boulevard is closed in both directions from now until Monday between Lindenwood Drive East and Rothwell Road. Southbound La Jamaudière Boulevard is also closed for the weekend from Dugald Road to Marion Street. And beginning on Monday, the Louise Bridge will close for a week for resurfacing. The city says the west sidewalk of the bridge, though, will remain open. All right, and that leads us to a first check on your weekend weather forecast. Now let's bring in CBC weather specialist Khalil Hassanali on what was a bit of a cooler day, but still quite comfortable across much of southern Manitoba.
And so, Riley, we do have a very quiet weekend coming up in terms of the weather. As we go through Saturday, you're actually going to wake up to nice sunshine. It is going to be clearing out as we go through the overnight hours, getting down to 13 degrees. And by the time we do hit sunrise and through the early part of the morning, we're going to notice the temperature start to bumping up around 16 degrees around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. And then it's only going to higher from that. As we go higher in terms of the temperature, it's also going to bring in more cloud cover for us. So we are getting up to a high of 22 degrees on Saturday, but there is going to be more cloud as we go through the day. And then setting up for the next 5 days after that, we're looking at sunshine come Wednesday, or on Sunday, I should say, as we get towards 25 degrees. And then on Monday, there's going to be more cloud cover, but there's still going to be sunshine for us. And there's going to be really no rain in the forecast for the next little while. We do have 25 degrees on Tuesday, and even by Wednesday, with it dipping down back to 22 degrees, there's still going to be a lot of sunshine for us.
All right, thanks, Khalil. Still ahead, her death remains unsolved 7 years after her body was found. After the break, we take you to the PA, where the family of Kendera Ballantyne gathered to remember her. Stay with us. We're back right after this. Welcome back. Her body was found in the Pas 7 years ago this week. And to this day, Kendera Ballantyne's murder remains unsolved. A memorial walk was held in the community Thursday night, and as the CBC's Eric Westhaver reports, her friends and family remember her kindness and generosity.
A walk of remembrance. People in the Pas came to remember Kendera Ballantyne. Kendera's body was found in this ravine on August 6, 2019. No one's been arrested or charged with her murder. Her family and friends went there before the walk to smudge and prepared a red dress bearing her name. Kendera's sister, Gloria Ballantyne Paco, remembers how much love she shared.
She gave the best hugs. She was very small, but she was very strong, and you could tell the depth of her love for you.
Walkers made a stop at a bridge with memorial graffiti honoring Kendera. Her aunt Lorraine Paco says the community has had her family's backs.
We don't just live this on August 6th. We live this every day, and to have people who come and support our family gives us a lot of comfort.
Kendera's family and friends want to continue her legacy. They hang red memorial ribbons from the Chief Bignell Bridge each year. She often helped people on the street in the Pas, and a group named in her honor now does that same work.
As her family, we try to live in a way that honors her and honors her memory. We do the walk and other initiatives throughout the year to keep her memory alive.
Paco hopes she'll have answers soon and that other families won't have to feel her pain.
We need people to remember that Kendera was murdered. We hope one day we will get that justice.
Anyone with information on Kendera's death is asked to call the Pas RCMP or Crime Stoppers. Eric Westhaver, CBC News, the Pas.
2 fire chiefs in southwestern Manitoba are raising the alarm about a proposed leadership change at their fire halls. The rural municipality of Prairie Lakes wants to have 1 fire chief for 3 halls instead of 1 chief at each station. But some worry what the changes will mean to the volunteer fire department. The CBC's Michelle McDougall brings us the story.
Ninet's Fire Chief Glenn Braun doing an equipment check in between calls. This fire hall is one of 3 in the rural municipality of Prairie Lakes. The others are in Belmont and Dunray, each with their own fire chief. But according to the Reeve, that may soon change.
What we're trying to do is just amalgamate the 3 separate entities into one.
The idea to have 1 fire chief oversee the 3 communities was pitched by the previous council but extinguished before it took hold. Reeve Seymour says now's the time to cut costs by sharing tanker and rescue trucks and certain volunteer firefighters who've taken additional training.
There is this misconception that we want to get rid of or downsize a couple of the halls. That is not in the works at this point.
There are concerns about amalgamating the 3 fire departments, Ninet, Belmont, and Dunray. The chief here says if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
We still haven't received a really good answer of why they want just 1 chief. It's going to destroy the morale in some places.
Belmont's Rod Durham, fire chief for the past 6 years, says he feels the same.
To me, that's just not right. That you know what you've got in your hall. I mean, you look after your hall. You don't need to be the super chief to go in there and start telling everybody what to do. No, that's not me.
Ninet's Fire Chief Braun is interested in applying for the new job.
Amalgamation is to me is a great idea. It's going to be a few little glitches off the start, making sure everybody cooperates. But from that point on, I think it's going to be fine.
Moving to a 1 fire chief system involves a bylaw change by the RM of Prairie Lakes Council and could happen as early as September. Michelle McDougall, CBC News, in the RM of Prairie Lakes.
An angler in Selkirk got a little more than he was fishing for after hooking a hand grenade and pulling it from the water. Have a look at these pictures here. This was found yesterday afternoon along the waterfront in Selkirk. RCMP called in the Canadian Armed Forces, which determined this, which was pulled from the water, was a training grenade from the 1950s. It was taken to a facility for disposal. The Winnipeg Sea Bears have punched their ticket to the Canadian Elite Basketball League's Western Conference Finals.
First playoff win in franchise history.
And there it is! The Winnipeg Seabears win 99-88!
That's the Seabears there defeating the Saskatoon Mamba 99-88 last night at Canada Life Centre. It was Winnipeg's first ever franchise playoff win. The team managed the win without star player Teddy Allen, who was injured last weekend.
Yeah, it was a long time coming. The fans have stuck with us for the last couple of years. It was really good to get that at home. So we can just build on that going forward and bring that confidence into Vancouver.
The Seabears face the Vancouver Bandits Saturday afternoon in the Western Conference Final. That game begins at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. You can watch it on CBC television. The CEBL Finals Best of 3 series begins next Wednesday. All right, let's get back to weather specialist Khalil Hassanali with our weekend forecast. And Khalil, it looks like that sunshine will stick around.
Thanks, Riley. So as we're looking towards the weekend and specifically tomorrow morning, if you are trying to get your dog or your cat out for a walk, it is going to be pretty pleasant. There's going to be a lot of sunshine. It might be a bit cool in the morning, but it is going to be overall pretty nice. So thank you to Bill and Wendy for sending in a beautiful picture of your cat Waldo, and thank you so much for watching the show as well. So 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, if Waldo wants to go out for a walk, they can. It's going to be a bit cool, 15 degrees, and then we get up to 21 by noontime, and the high for our Saturday right now is 22 degrees, but there is going to be a bit of cloud cover, completely clear by the time we get towards Sunday. So it is going to be pretty nice overall for us tomorrow. As we're going through earlier parts of today, we saw a temperature of 23 degrees, so just a degree cooler as we go towards tomorrow. All around the province, we noticed 24 degrees in Winkler, in Island Lake. It was 19 degrees, 12 degrees up in Churchill, and then over in Dauphin, it was 23 degrees. So overall, a very nice and warm afternoon for us. As we go through the next little while, we're going to notice it start to clear out through the overnight hours. We're not expecting any lot of active weather, I should say, towards the city of Winnipeg. As you go a little bit north, you might notice some as we go through parts of Saturday, but the city of Winnipeg should remain overall pretty dry. There is going to be, once again, some more active weather to the north of us by the time we get towards Sunday evening. There could be maybe a cell or two, but Environment Canada is saying it's going to be just trace amounts at this time. It is going to be overall pretty nice, 22 degrees once again for the city of Winnipeg for tomorrow, and all through southwestern and southern Manitoba, there's going to be highs in the low to mid 20s. So overall, very, very comfortable. The 3-day outlook for us, 22 degrees. I mentioned there's going to be increasing cloudiness going through the day on Saturday. By the time we get towards Sunday, it looks like it's going to clear up very nice for us for the most part. Maybe more towards the late part of Sunday, there could be some more active weather. And then by the time we get towards Monday, there's going to be a lot of sunshine and 23 degrees. And contrast that as we go through the most part of the work week, there's going to be very minimal active weather, a lot of sunshine for us. So a very quiet radar picture for us and a very quiet weather picture for us too. So 22 degrees, and we can expect Humidex values also building up as we go towards Wednesday, even Thursday as well. First chance of rain doesn't come till next Friday.
Okay, thanks, Khalil. Hundreds of elite Arabian horses are getting ready to compete at Brandon's Keystone Centre. Canada's National Arabian Championship runs through next Saturday, featuring hundreds of competitors from across North America. Stay with us. We're back after this. One of Winnipeg's most cherished green spaces is getting a little TLC. The city and federal government announced more than $4 million in funding to revitalize the St. Vital Duck Pond today. Work expected to begin next year will include dredging the pond, naturalizing the basin, and improving pathways. Algae and weed problems have become increasingly visible in recent years, partially due to the shallowness of the pond. The park and pond have been a gathering place for families for generations.
I came to this park as a kid. I came to this park as a high school athlete. I came to this park as a parent. I'm still here, not as a high school athlete, but I'm still training. The loops now don't take 6 minutes. They take about 9 minutes if you're going at a decent pace.
The funding also includes over $1 million slated for road paving this year. Design work is underway for the project. Well, his career has taken him all over the world. And today, a Winnipeg drummer received a special honor from his hometown. The self-described proud little St. James kid named Brent Fitz is our Daily Lift.
2, 1, here we go.
Fitz has played with Canadian bands including Triumph and Streetheart, as well as with international acts like Slash of Guns N' Roses. Now, it all began on Bella Vista Crescent in Crescent View, where Fitz says he makes a point of visiting each time he comes home, even though his parents moved away from the street a few years ago. Today, a short stretch of the street was given the honorary name Brent Fitz Way.
And when I grew up on this street, you know, as just a person who had a love for music. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom. And thank you, Brenda, we just were such a happy musical family. And all the lessons I've learned, I knew a little bit, but traveling the globe, I learned a lot.
Well, and family and friends.
Fitz says the honorary renaming is still sinking in. He thanked his family and his first piano teacher for instilling a love of music in him. These days, Fitz plays bass and keyboards with the Canadian supergroup Took. They, by the way, are scheduled to perform at the Burt Block Party next weekend. And what a time that will be. Should be good weather, especially as we get through the middle of August, and great weather for that event today as well. That's our program for this Friday. Thank you for spending some time with us. I will see you all next week once again. Good night.